Hello, Newcastle, and a very pleasant welcome to Nctv45 and Newswatch nightly as we bring you what's happening on this Thursday, April 2nd, and one of those really beautiful days outside as the closed caption not really working the way I wanted to, but I'm going to keep my eye on it again this time. Now, with that, as I check, I had a couple more settings I wanted to check, and I got that. Folks, I appreciate all your kind comments, as it's a little different when you're watching everything in all these different areas. I have the Comcast box to my left. Okay. Everything. And I have my monitor to my right. I have you straight ahead. I have a camera over here. And it's a little dazzling, or for lack of a better word, undaunting to just try and figure everything out. So we're going to get to what's going on with COVID-19 as we've been out there really explaining it to you, and as I direct my son to do his part, and he's going to start that now to my left. So without any further ado, Newswatch is straight ahead for you.
If you think there's nothing to do in Newcastle and Lawrence County, then think again. Always stay connected to NCTV45 to receive the information on events going on in and around the area on a daily basis. Programs to view are Newswatch, The Morning Show, and Community Happenings. NCTV45 takes pride in bringing you the event and organization info that you want. NCTV45 is the #1 media source locally. NCTV45, anytime on your time.
Entrusting your loved one to a funeral director is a very personal and emotional decision. The funeral director you choose must understand the importance of the decision you have made. When you call the William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, I recognize what a privilege it is to be chosen at your time of need. We will provide you and your family with the best service possible, with sincerity and compassion.
The William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1941.
Come dine with us, come dine today. If you could use some real good food, there's a place not far away. If you could use a drink or two, or a place to go and play, come to Gallows Italian Villa today.
Simple elegance in a majestic setting. Yes, right here in downtown Newcastle, minutes away from shopping, seconds from a gas station, and let's not forget pastries, a restaurant, and oh yes, the schools. The majestic for that majestic lifestyle.
right in the greatest castle, Newcastle. Come by and take a look.
Chuck Tanner would be proud of the restaurant that bears his name. Chuck Tanner's Restaurant, owned and operated by the Papazikas family, would love for you to be part of a Newcastle tradition. Come enjoy the great breakfast, super lunch, and second-to-none dinner choices from their Italian, Mediterranean, and American cuisine. You can relax with a wonderful atmosphere and something from the bar. If you're planning an event, ask about their banquet facility. Tanner's Restaurant is located at 2305 Wilmington Road in Neshannock Township. Call 724-658-5900.
Good afternoon, Newcastle, and a very pleasant welcome to you as we get to Newswatch, and I put all of my stuff back together. And, it's so great to be with you as we get and kind of stroll along, and I feel bad for fixing everything as I was here, but that makes it a little bit better, and we're ready to go with Newswatch. And the top of what's breaking coming in, and I'm just going to go through this mailbag. Quite a few parents very happy with the Newcastle area school district. Hats off there, as they said that the handout of the computers and what have you devices were very orderly and mannerly and great. So congratulations to them, and always good to see that the kids are getting everything exactly right. Now, this just in from the PA Department of Agriculture. And let me go out there and say that they are right now it's very heartwarming to see that everybody is out there trying to help. I told you about the school district. Great job handing out the devices. Well, the PA Department of Agriculture reassures Pennsylvanians COVID-19 not transmittable through food supply chain is secure. Okay. They continue to talk about social distancing, and that seems to be the answer going through the state and federal government right now. Hygiene, implement cleaning products to disinfect and clean countertops with bleach, and we use hydrogen peroxide here as a hand wash, as sanitizer seems to be at a premium. So just know that, and follow those guidelines as you go through. And the Department of Conservation and Natural Resources talks about activity outside. If you have a yard, spend some time outdoors every day. If it's possible to walk around your neighborhood with people in your family, as well as those you can stay 6 feet from the neighbors. Go out on the porch. Wave to the person across the street and talk to them. Okay, it's been absolutely gorgeous, and they talked about this in their briefing today at the state, if you decide to leave your neighborhood, plan for several alternate locations. So if you arrive at the first one and there's a crowd, you can move on. These are all things. Find a local park or trail that offers enough social spacing. There are more than 6,000 of those parks, and they have a map. Okay, and I'll try to get the map up. Oh, the map's going to be of all Pennsylvania. So I'm going to tell you right here in Newcastle, Lawrence County, up in Mercer and Sharon, you know where the parks are. Use those to your advantage. And get that fresh air. It's very important. Again, Stephen, thank you for the kind comments on behalf of the Newcastle Area School District for the handout of the apparatuses that the students will be using. I'm going right down the thing. Thank you out there in TV land. Look at this. 480%. That's amazing. And I thank you for it as we go along, and just absolutely great. So I want to really thank everybody for everything they've done with telling a friend. Now, we put this on our website, and this is today's stats. The Department of Health update on COVID-19, 1,200 new people with positives. Matter of fact, 1,211 to be exact, bringing the state total to 7,016. This is across the 62 counties. There's still counties with 0. As it was explained to me, and I'm getting the feeling now, they don't want to overwhelm or create a problem where there isn't one. For rural areas that might not have the facilities, this is a way with this social distancing not to have the big crowds, and also to be able to eliminate the virus and stop the curve, or bend the curve, or whatever they say with the curve. The numbers are nearly 1% 0 age to 4, nearly 1% age 5 to 12. So say that that's 2%. 1% are 13 to 18. So 18 and under is 3%. Okay, nearly 9% are 19 to 24. So with that, that's 12% right there. The biggest group, 25 to 49, 41%, and that's up 1%. Okay, from what we earlier told you. And 50 to 64, that's 29%, and 19% over age 65 that have tested positive. Now, with all that, and they ran the press conference for it, that's why we put that up there live. I'm going to go to one more thing with this, and I want to give you the temperature up in the corner at the same time. Pennsylvania waives spade and neuter requirements. Okay. Requirement for adoption and conserves PPE for human healthcare professionals. Department of Agriculture announced today that in an effort to conserve personal protective equipment, human healthcare workers, the Pennsylvania dog law that requires shelters and rescues to spray, neuter dogs and cats prior to adoption would be waived for the pet during the COVID-19 to mitigate in efforts to mitigate COVID-19 in Pennsylvania. So that out there, and so if you're just getting a dog, that's a little new thing. Now we're going to get and go to sports, and I got something for you here. Now, a few of you may be wondering what we're doing. So let's check this out. You know, there was no March Madness. So, I mean, what are you going to do? No March Madness. Well, here's a little fact that some of you may have known, others didn't. And I was a coach, a CYO basketball coach, and also spent a lot of time doing it. And I actually coached not just in Pennsylvania, but I also coached in Ohio for a long period of time. Now, with that being said, okay, I enjoyed my many years of coaching and other things, and I know this is probably something you weren't looking for on Newswatch, but you're getting it anyway. Now, when I coached back in the 80s, and I coached for 25 years, when I coached back in the 80s, they were just coming out with these things called VHS tapes. And also, they were coming out with these things, which were 8mm tapes. Yeah. How's that? Is that something? Now, I immensely enjoyed my days coaching. And I had tapes of the games. With everybody not having the chance for March Madness, and you know, you're home, it's like maybe your wife, girlfriend, they're watching a soap opera. But you like March because then you get to watch some basketball games. And all those soap operas get interrupted. Well, at Nctv45, we did that exact thing. So the last 2 days, we put together, and I randomly picked the tapes. So I know Bucky and Frankie Augustine and Bill Jones are going to be all over me about this. But round one featured the St. Mary's Fighting Irish against the St. Lawrence Lakers. The Irish lost 55-50. And then they played the Holy Cross Crusaders from West Pittsburgh, which became a win for the Irish, 57-41. Now, on these tapes, there were 3 games, and the next game featured the Madonna Vikings. Now, that's Prevailing Word Church now, over there on Atlantic Avenue in what they refer to as Oakland. Our Lady of Czestochowa was the name of the church. Madonna Vikings taking on the St. Mary's Fighting Irish. The St. Mary's Fighting Irish won 52-28. And so, as of this morning, the Irish were up 159-24. Because I figured we'd take a cumulative total of all of these scores. Well, today in a real shooting match, and you go back and watch it, it was the St. Mary's Fighting Irish against the Trojans of St. Vitus. And in all the spectacular St. Mary's, St. Vitus games, it was the Irish 88-77 over the Trojans, which gave the Irish a 247-200 lead. Madonna came calling on the Irish again, and it was a 99-79 win for the Irish. That puts the Irish up 346-79. Now, tomorrow's game, this could be wiped out in a second. If you play two games and you lose by 20, all of a sudden that lead is gone. 346-279. The Irish are sitting pretty with a lead over their foes in the March Madness of the CYO basketball tournament. And stay posted. If you see Billy Jones, just tell him we didn't play St. Mike's yet. So, that being said, and going out to all of the seniors, we've been featuring senior activities from Newcastle High School. I'm looking to get them from everywhere, and we'll have a senior class expo from all the schools in Lawrence County as this comes in. So, without any further thing, here is Newcastle, and they're taking on Shaler today. And let the kids in the cross country know that cross country is tomorrow. So let's do this. 54 to sunny. And we're going to go to sports. We'll be right back.
The Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle